I'm Mickey Colton.
And I'm Chad Dillon.
And this is the Utica Arenacross Series. Much live for event number 3 of Season 2 here at the Laos Motor Resort. And it should be an excellent event today. This is a track that's kind of blurring the line for Arenacross. It's not quite an arena like the other tracks on the schedule. It's a small little dirt street circuit that runs around a resort in Laos.
Yep.
Right near the big old river, so it should be a very interesting race. This used to be a Utica Rallycross Series track back in Season 3. It got dropped from the schedule for the past couple years, finally back. But they've made a big change. They got rid of the castle jump. Thank God.
Yes, that tripped up a lot of drivers in the Rallycross Series. I can't imagine the Arenacross. But the man to look out for today is Haltmann. Can he go for the hat trick?
Yeah, Max Haltmann has been going for max profit all season long. It's been amazing to see. He's won the first 2 races of the schedule. He starts a little earlier this time around, so he's going to have to set a quick time early on. Let's take a look at your starting order. Who stands out to you, Chad?
I mean, I already said Haltmann, but it's going to be tough because he is one of the first 2 up. So, but Bisceglia, I'm looking to see some really good things from Bisceglia.
Yeah, Kyle Bisceglia starts third. I would say watch out for James Shelley. He's been finishing runner-up the past couple weeks. He starts a little bit later in the grid. Also, watch out for some drivers like Colin Bartel, Joseph Ernesto. They both have run this track in the past, so they have some experience here, albeit not necessarily the best experience. Bartel and Ernesto did not do particularly well here when they ran the Rallycross race, but it's a slightly different racetrack. We don't have that big... That annoying jump.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot smoother from what I would assume, but you never know.
First up on track is Zach Winkle for Winkle Motorsports. Zach Winkle, first time here in this type of race car. Winkle, he's been a bit of a surprise in the Tour. He's not really versed in rally racing. I've seen him mostly in the stock cars.
Yeah.
And it's interesting to see a lot of these stock car guys coming out here and doing this kind of racing. It's very out of the element for those type of racers.
I mean, it's a lot of fun, though. I mean, it definitely gives you a lot of experience and branches your horizons towards any other racing series.
So here is where that jump was. Originally, there was a castle that you had to thread the needle through. That is no longer there. Instead, it's just one big jump that sends you right back onto the straightaway. You're going to have to make this arc here onto the main road, and then head back to the start-finish line of 45.775.
Not a bad time for Zach Winkle. Next up is Maximum Profits. Max Haltmann hoping to get his 3-peat. Can he do it?
Yeah, Max Haltmann, the business owner, owns an engineering firm. You should talk to Matt Evans in the other series, but a mistake from Max Haltmann.
I don't know. I think he purposely was watching some clip from the Rallycross. He saw a lot of drivers that did that. You remember how many drivers took that cut?
I think a couple drivers took it. It was kind of a risky strategy, though, and I'm surprised he went for that. Or maybe he was just a little loose through that section. I'm not sure.
Yeah, you never know.
He has a chance to perhaps catch back up. Zach Winkle had a 45.775. It's definitely beatable. Here he goes over the big jump and through the final section of the course. Coming to the line, he's the quickest to 44.9, but that's not the best time I think we can see today, so he's going to have to hope that other drivers struggle.
Yep, now here's the man we're looking out for, Bisceglia. That's the one I'm hoping is going to do well today.
Kyle Bisceglia, and Chad, I saw you...
no, maybe never mind!
Bisceglia almost getting to the river. It's quite damp near the edges of the river itself, so you could get stuck out there if you don't have the momentum. But Chad, I saw you earlier today. You were really practicing that name in the break room.
You know, I was in the mirror. I was looking in the mirror. I was repeating it over and over again because I wanted to make sure I got it right. Yeah,
you said a couple of them. You said Bisquiglia and Biscorglio and Smith. But you did get Bisceglia right, and I'm happy about that.
Yeah,
I think Kyle Bisceglia is probably happy
and
too,
there
and
you
he's
go.
happy with a first place. Did you expect that?
I didn't expect, especially him coming off track and almost going into the water. So
he had a very quick end of the course, so picked up a lot of time there, and he's now at the top spot as Isaac Redmond out of Canada is on track. And then number 29, he's coming off a podium finish in Nairobi. He's hoping for a good run today as well.
And so far, didn't veer off like the other 2 drivers, Haltmann and Bisceglia. So here we go. Redmond hopefully able to master the second half of this race.
Yep, Redmond's had some consistent runs this year. 6th and 3rd, so that puts him about midway through the pack.
Yep.
He's hoping for some good runs throughout the season. Now, this is a very short schedule, only 5 races, so there's not a lot of opportunities for mistakes.
He is cruising. Can he do it? And he does a 43.958, a great run for Redmond.
No mistakes for Isaac Redmond, as James Silverfox is on track in the 21, and And this has not been the quick brown fox. This has been the slow silver fox. And he's been really struggling this year, getting a lot of speed.
Oh, yeah. You know, it's been tough. I mean, he's always so eager to make it to the Rallycross, but he just misses the cut every single year. And I just hope he can get that final boost to really make it in.
And for some reason, he has just this curse in the Arenacross series. Like he does have 2 victories in this series.
Yeah.
But that came after a couple of really poor finishes. At the time of this, if he didn't win the race, he basically finished in the bottom 3, and
no,
it's gonna be another one today, perhaps.
Oh, he had so much speed coming into that final section. He could have probably taken out Redmond, but a 48.588 for Silver Fox, putting him at the bottom of the barrel.
Silver Fox just no luck at all in the number 21. As Takado Kitsuda in the number 30 on track, driver out of Japan, which is I guess the closest to this racetrack. So he's the hometown hero for the Laos Speedway. This team has some success here in the past. When they were Team Thunder back in Season 3, they went to victory lane with William Duncan, his only victory in the Utica Rallycross Series. That put him in championship contention for that season, but he missed the show at Dead Man's Curve that time round. Takado Kitsuda is pretty quick right now in the number 30, going through the final section of the course. Can that Maverick GP technology get him to the line?
Oh,
look at that! Wow. Nearly a second advantage over Isaac Redmond. Kitsuda to the top of the board as James Shelley is now on track, the runner-up for the first 2 races of the year.
Oh, yeah, Shelley's hopefully he doesn't get the second place again and maybe can beat out that amazing time set by Kitsuda.
Shelley a little bit rocky through the dirt section of the course as he runs behind this. Now this hotel owned by Moto Resorts. They have a couple of motorsports-themed hotels and resorts around the world. Though they've been reporting a bit of a loss as a lot of our rallycross tracks have been kind of moving towards street circuits and not really the resort circuits. Like Blackpool is owned by Moto Resorts. So hopefully they can keep on their feet. It's just been an issue with scheduling, nothing personal. Moto Resorts
flying through here. Can he do it? Oh,
no,
so close.
Not quite. Missed it by well, it looks like he missed it by about 7/10 there. He beats Isaac Redmond, however. Colin Bartel in the 22 has the most experience of this track. Did fairly well comparatively.
So far not showing the experience, but...
Yeah, a little bit bouncier. But to be fair, Colin Bartel hasn't come here in a couple of years. True. No one has. So even the guys with experience like Onesto and Bartel may not have, the most memory of this.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of this track is actually not that difficult. There's not a lot of places you can really DNF. The only spot was the castle jump, and since they eliminated that, it's a pretty clean and easy run. Yeah,
there's some places you can get off, but overall it's a very flat course. Coming to the line, though, 4th place, not terrible for Colin Bartel, but it's not going to be on the podium. Here's Joseph Onesto. Last time he came here, he did not finish.
Yeah, he did not. Hopefully.
So he's hoping for a chance to run the full course.
I mean, he might have fallen for the same fate of the castle jump?
I believe he did.
Yeah, so, I mean, that's eliminated.
It's been so long.
So as long as he doesn't get caught up in anything else, he should be fine.
Yeah, Joseph Onesto not had the season we were expecting in the Arenacross season. We were expecting Bartel and Onesto and Silver Fox to really shine this year because, they're former rallycross drivers. They have a lot of experience. These teams have been running rallycross competition for years.
Yeah.
But they're getting beaten out by some of the rookies and some of the drivers who didn't really do too well in the previous Arenacross tour.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's amazing what these drivers have been doing, especially on some rallycross-type caliber tracks. But, wow, 44.51, 5.11 is not going to be a good time.
5th place at the moment. We'll see if that holds up. Next up is Patrick Smith out of Canada. He's a rally racer, and this track... I wonder what Patrick Smith thinks of these tracks because, he's used to your traditional circuits as he takes a bit of an off-course approach. Now, Smith, as we mentioned, he's more of a traditional rally racer, so he's running all these strange arena courses, and this course that runs around a hotel and on some city streets, and it's a little bit unusual.
I mean, it's a whole different ballgame. Rallycross and Arenacross is just its own caliber of racing, and it's so much fun to be a part of. And Smith flying through this final section. Can he take out Kitsuda?
No, not quite, but a great run for Patrick Smith, and that's going to be our 10 competitors. Takado Kitsuda wins his first career Utica Arenacross Series race here in Laos, and he breaks up the Haltmann hat trick. Patrick Smith in 2nd, followed by James Shelley. Isaac Redmond, a good run for him, and Colin Bartel hangs on to a top 5.
Then you got Joseph Onesto, Kyle Bishalia, Max Haltmann pretty much in the bottom half here, Zach Winkle, and James Silverfox. This is going to help James Shelley a lot, pretty much in the shift, because a lot more points climbing between the two of them.
Yeah, Shelley currently his average finish, 2nd, 3rd. That's quite good for Shelley. Unfortunately, Haltmann down to 8th. We'll have to see how the point standings are affected by this. But, yeah, tough days for some, good days for others. And Shelley is the points here, but only by 1 point over Max Haltmann. This is a tight championship battle as Takato Kitsuda is in the mix as well. Isaac Redmond is still fairly close. He can come back in the next couple of events. Patrick Smith's top 5.
Yeah, Patrick Smith with that big, really good run there really brought him up. Followed by Joseph Ernesto, Colin Bartel, Kyle Bishalia, Zach Winkle, and James Silverfox with only 5 points.
Yeah, Silverfox, I'm not too certain about his championship chances. I think he's just going to be racing for wins in the next couple of events. But next week we're heading to the Osaka circuit in Japan now. No experience here because no one has raced at this track. This track is brand spanking new.
It's been in the ballot several times, and it's always missed it for the Rallycross, but finally we're able to race on it.
Yep, so it should be a lot of fun. We will see you next time. We hope you enjoyed this broadcast. We'll see you in Osaka.
Bye.